give you my thoughts on what I think of the Rise of Skywalker trailers and everything. And I'm just going to start off by saying I'm very optimistic about it. The trailers look pretty good. Of course, the trailers for Star Wars movies always look good. Go watch that Episode 1 trailer. It looked amazing. And I'm not hating on Episode 1. I actually enjoy Episode 1. But you can't always judge a Star Wars movie by its trailer. I didn't like Last Jedi. I'm going to flat out say I didn't like Last Jedi. I have a lot of issues with that movie. I watched it again, finally, just a couple weeks ago. Still don't care for it. The stuff with Luke doesn't really make me mad. I don't mind the Luke stuff. I actually think the scene with him at the end is actually pretty cool, and I liked it. I have a lot of other issues with Last Jedi. But going into Rise of Skywalker, the trailers look good. J.J. Abrams is a big Star Wars fan, so I really think he wants to end this trilogy on a good note and end that whole Skywalker saga on a good note. So I have a lot of faith in him. I enjoyed Episode 7. Episode 7 set up a lot of good stuff that Episode 8 later crapped on. But Episode 7 I did enjoy in theater. Just kind of retroactively, it's not as good as it could be because Episode 8's terrible. I can never understand these people that think Episode 8's the best movie since Empire. I don't get it. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm not knocking that, but as someone who's been a Star Wars fan longer than I've had living memory, I don't get it. Sabers wise, haven't not picked up any new sabers lately. I have so many hobbies. I collect a bunch of Transformers. I collect a bunch of Blu-ray and DVDs and limited edition stuff. I have a whole bunch of Doctor Who stuff right here. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. I've been picking up the classic sets, the new series steelbooks. I've got some He-Man stuff over here. I've got some of the Aliens, Kenner Aliens toys from the early 90s over here because I love the Kenner Aliens line. I love the He-Man classics and vintage He-Man stuff. I have so many collectibles and so many hobbies and such a limited income that I have to kind of take turns on what I'm into at any given time, and sabers are just kind of taking a back seat. I still have some I'm interested in. The Saber Forge Malevolent is probably the number one on my list. It looks really good. I'd love to get a weathered one with a deep red blade and review that. A couple other Saber Forge ones look pretty nice. And I still need to get an Ultra Sabers Manticore again because I missed mine, and I need to get another V2 Eon because that's just a good dual saber. We've learned with our dueling that if we're not careful we'll bang up our sabers. I actually sold my Archon 3.1 to my friend Ian, and he accidentally broke the neck on it the other day when he was dueling with it. And so we've each decided we need dueling sabers, which he has a saber for dueling now. That's what I got him for last Christmas. And I want to get another one just for dueling, and I want to get the Eon V2 with a AV switch, because the ones I had that standard guarded switch, and that thing looks like crap. It stands out. It's an eyesore. Ultra Sabers needs to stop even offering that. Just make every single saber you do come standard with the AV sabers, or the AV switches, I mean. Because they tout that as a thing. This saber comes with a free AV switch installed. They should all come with that. Your plastic switches are garbage, and they ruin the look of the saber. Don't do that. Just put AV switches on them across the board. Jack the price up $5 if you have to, but AV switches across the board. So I want to get another one of those, either in a probably dark violet amethyst or in Arctic blue. I haven't decided yet. So I still have saber stuff on my list. I've just been indulging in other hobbies. Some of these Transformers are expensive. I've been collecting a bunch of Mega Man stuff. I'm a huge Mega Man fanatic. I finally picked up Mega Man 5 to complete my collection of NES Mega Man games, and that one was a little expensive. I finally got Mega Man X7 on the PS2 like I needed. So I've been working on that. I have a whole wall over there just full of Mega Man stuff. But I'm getting off topic. But back on topic, Episode 9, I'm excited. I have faith in it. I'm hoping it has a lot of Luke. We know Luke is in it. I'm hoping it's not just his voice. I hope we do get to see him as a Force ghost. I really want to see him do more than just mentor. I want to see him do something. You know, I want him to have some kind of impact on the movie. Palpatine, I'm only going to accept two things with Palpatine. Force ghost or clone. Because if you bring back the original Palpatine, somehow for me it lessens that moment in 6 when Vader defeats him, when Vader picks him up, throws him into the reactor core and kills him. I feel like you'll hurt that moment and take away from that moment, and that's such an iconic moment for the Star Wars saga, if not the most iconic moment in the Star Wars saga, when Vader turns back to the light and saves Luke. So I want the Emperor to either be a Force ghost, which would be really cool, or a clone. I can handle a clone. They've done it in the expanded universe. I don't mind it being a clone. I'd rather it be a Force ghost, because I would love to have the Force ghost show up. And then, like, the Force ghosts from the good guys show up. You could have Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Luke and Yoda all show up to fight him. That would really give them something to do, and I would enjoy that immensely. I also have a theory about Rey. I'm curious to see if it's right. I'm going to go ahead and say it now so we can see if I'm right. I think she's a clone. I don't think she has parents. I think she's a clone. I think she's either a clone of the Emperor, just a female version of a clone of the Emperor, and she doesn't realize it, or else she's just a female clone of Luke made by someone like the Emperor or, one of the bad guys. Snoke, maybe. She looks kind of like Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen. I can see that, her being a female clone of Luke. But that's my theory, is she's some kind of clone. That would explain why there's so many different versions of her, and when she has that vision in Last Jedi and the parents merge into one figure, that's just her. So clone is my theory on her. But yeah, really excited. I'm optimistic about it. I plan on going opening night. After I see it, I'll get some kind of review up for it. Just kind of wanted to touch on that. I haven't put up a video here in a while. I've actually been doing a lot more videos on my other channel. I have another channel that's just called Another Sci-Fi Guy, because there's a lot of sci-fi guy channels, so I'm just another sci-fi guy, where I do reviews of like the Doctor Who classic box sets, the Doctor Who steel books, other stuff as well. I've got the original Star Trek series on Blu-ray coming in, and then I've got the Europe version of the Star Trek The Next Generation set, The Full Journey, coming in. As soon as those get in, I'll do reviews of those. I've got something else coming in too. I can't remember what it is. I think I have some Inuyasha sets coming in that I need to do reviews for, because I'm a huge Inuyasha fan as well. Those will be up. So check out the other channel, Another Sci-Fi Guy. Go ahead and watch some of those videos. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. I will be getting more sabers eventually. Probably not this year, but probably early in the next year, maybe around tax time. But I do appreciate all of y'all. I do want you to know I am still a Star Wars fan. Last Jedi hasn't killed that yet. And I am very optimistic about the new movie. And I know I haven't been on the Ultra Sabers boards in a while. I work all the time these days. But I do still think about you guys. I hope y'all are doing all right. And I hope y'all are looking forward to Rise of Skywalker. I'm looking forward to seeing what all of y'all think about it. And I will get a review for it posted not long after I watch it. Anyway, this is Prowl1701, and thank you for watching.